guy, big homie CC. How's it going?
What's that word, Cam? You know me, man. Staying active, staying diligent, still terrorizing pedophiles. I'm 3-0 this year, bringing ladies home. You know, just working. You know me, bro.
Man, that's what's up. I know I see you doing a lot of positive stuff out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, man, I'm going to get right into this, man, because we just had an old clip actually go viral about this situation. But Offset was just shot over there in Florida. I guess there's a casino in a place called Hollywood over there in Florida.
Yep.
I don't know too much about it, but from what they're saying, him and little Tjay got in a fight. I guess Offset was whooping Tjay. According to the paperwork that the police have released and said, somebody from little Tjay's camp shot Offset either in the leg or in the ass.
In the back of his lower thigh.
Okay, the back of his lower thigh. I mean, that makes sense. But we talked about this, man. What was your first reaction when you heard this?
Well, my first initial reaction kind of came delayed because so many of our supporters and fans that flooded me. Like, man, CC, you told us about this dude before. And what I have said previously is, like you seen the photos, but Offset, diamond up, custom, one-on-one watch, you feel me? He not hurting. But, bro, he's still with GD, bro. You feel me? He will take him down. Now, look, I know a guy that he took 100,000 from. 100K. And dude kind of apprehensive about doing anything about it. But at the end of the day, I'll never invent or embellish or tell my people no lies. You feel me? These is the facts. Like, if you get an opportunity to him, he gonna get down, bro. He was down 800,000 at the time of this when it happened. And if you know Lil Tjay, you know him, bro, he ain't a fighter, bro. That's why when he had got shot, that last time, they did what they did because they know Tjay ain't gonna fight. Tjay gonna, you feel me? He gonna demonstrate. Offset can fight. Offset had hands. He was getting the best of little bro, and certain things took place. I'm glad everybody alive and free, but so everybody who be questioning, once again, right here on Capone News, y'all heard it here first, and it panned out again. Point blank period, bro. And that's what I'm trying to tell people, like, who's gonna know most? The security or outsiders?
I mean, it could be either or. What do you mean outsiders? What do you mean by outsiders?
Like, think about it. So, like, everybody who's reporting on this, they're hearing about it secondhand, right?
Right.
People like Offset, all of the A-list stars, they always have security. And it's a small bubble of the elite guys. So,
right, his security is going to know if they were there. This whole thing's on video. I'm surprised TMZ hasn't leaked it yet. I'm going to be honest, bro. I'm waiting for the video to come out, bro.
Let me tell you why.
I want to see this fight, bro.
Let me tell you why. Offset is suing the casino for $10 million. So that footage is going to get held. TMZ normally paid $40,000 to $50,000 for security footage. Same thing that happened with Diddy case. They normally pay small amounts for that footage. But in this instance, bro, Offset is suing the casino for $10 million. He was already down $800,000. He's a high limit gambler. And the house always wins, Like, when you see the guys saying they made $10 million off sports betting, they making fake tabs because you got sharps and you got handicaps. Sharps don't sell picks. Handicappers, they use AI and other stuff, and they sell their picks. You're not getting exclusive picks if it's not from a sharp. Point blank, period. So in this instance, Offset kept it gangster, though. He kept it gangster because Tjay got released. If Offset wouldn't have kept it gangster, TJ would have been locked up. Offset refusing to cooperate. This shit is obviously on camera. But Offset got a $10 million lawsuit filed. So it's a win-win for him. I hope everybody stay alive and stay safe. But I said before, bro, he known for doing this. Now look, Ebro in the morning came out and said, Offset owe him $5,000 from a bet.
Des Bryant.
And I beat with the athletes. The athlete guys, they've been saying this for years. Des Bryant come out saying the same thing.
Selena Powell, how much did he get Selena for? Like 20, 30,000 or something?
She just texted me the other day too, which was real suspicious. I don't want to have no dealings with Selena Powell. You feel me? But Selena Powell go take from somebody else and give money to the current guy she likes. Stuff like that. That's what she do, bro. It's just like, man, the industry stuff get tricky, man. It get tricky. That's why people like myself get paid the big bucks, because you gotta think about it. Once you an A-list star, everybody that comes around is trying to get their tools and fuels. Point blank, period. And that's what we watching take place right now. But Offset gonna come out real good after this, because he got shot on their premises. You know how personal injury go. He's an A-list star. He didn't have a weapon.
You think he has a case? I don't know.
If he was the aggressor first, no.
But, I mean, can you really just sue somebody if you owe them money, you don't pay them back, you tell them, get it back in blood, and then they come and get it back in blood? I don't know if he has a case, bro.
In personal injury, he may have a case.
Okay.
Personal injury, he may have a case. I know what you're saying, though. We gotta wait to see. We gotta wait to see.
We gotta wait to see, bro. This is gonna be interesting, bro.
This one's gonna be interesting, because depending on how that footage play out, because if TJ allegedly is the shooter, for him to get out with no bond.
Well, I think they changed the story now, right? They're saying it's TJ's homeboy that did it. That's what TMZ is reporting.
That's the information that I got.
Right. At first, it was being reported that it was TJ.
No,
that was the first reporting. But now TMZ just reported, I want to say, just this evening, as recent as this evening.
But that would make TJ a felon in possession of a firearm.
Well, if he didn't, what do you mean? I don't understand. If he didn't do the shooting?
He's a convicted felon. He's not supposed to have no guns. So if he did do the shooting, that would make him a felon in possession of a firearm.
Right. If he did.
If he did. But if he did, he wouldn't be out on the street right now. Which he is.
That's what I'm saying. I think the most recent news is it wasn't him doing the shooting.
No. TJ is not the shooter. Everybody painting the false narratives. I need to stop that, man.
And you're right. He would have definitely been arrested for felon in possession of a firearm. 100%. Absolutely, bro. 100%. He would still be in jail, or he would at least been. He got charged with it. What did he get charged with? Let me see. I got it right here. He was charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct of fray. He was released Tuesday, in which time he called Offset a rat. So he got released. They got him on camera, and he was saying that Offset was pointing at him saying he shot me.
Sounds appropriate. But there's a difference between made a statement and signaled to law enforcement on the scene. But body cams finna come out.
The body cam footage, someday that hotel footage is gonna come out. That's what look, bro. When I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of cameras, right? So everything was paperwork. It was paperwork is king.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's like the footage could be the king, even because people can snitch and be on footage, and there'd be no paperwork. Like this, they might not even, if he did do it, I'm not saying he did, but if he did do it, it might not even be in the paperwork, but it might be in the video footage.
Now, let me ask you this. Coming from the era you come out of, how you feel about the way everything is documented and how fast things hit the blogs? What's your thoughts on that? Because law enforcement is coming out saying that, look, we use these blogs to solve crimes actively. How you feel about this?
I just think it's a new world, a new way of doing things, and you got to adapt. You always have to adapt to the new world, and if you don't, you'll just be left behind.
100%.
So, I mean, some of the stuff that hits the blogs is crazy. Like Poetic Flacco doing that whole video on who killed Draco, bro. That's bro. I don't even know.
Now, do you agree with that?
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it either, bro.
I mean, I'm not, but for him, he ain't bound to any rules, or you know what I'm saying. He ain't, this shit. Who the telling him?
That right there,
you know what I mean?
There is very that's key insight.
You know what I mean? Like, cause he's not supposed to know. He's not supposed to have that type of information to where, he can actually make a video on that. So, and in reality, bro, somebody is snitching. And they're not on no paperwork. So, and it sounds like somebody wants dude to get caught for the murder.
Yeah, now look, we've seen this. Because, I'll send you proof of this. Like, me and Dolph was tight. And years ago, when I was living in Cleveland with Iman Shumpert, after they won a championship, we had booked shows with Dolph. And me as a rapper, I opened up for him. So when I see certain people like the guy Hernandez go on, it give me a weird feeling knowing that certain people was involved in certain things. And to see them out here moving around now, no malice toward them, you know what I'm saying? But, if you signed up for what we signed up for, we know what come with certain things. And, it give me a weird feeling, like when I see him out doing this thing, it's like, damn, bro, like, you had a hand in one of the real homies dying, right? So, like, I kind of fell back from saying certain things because, I'll be having insight and having direct knowledge of stuff. And I got to let certain things play out. And in this situation, with the guy who allegedly did whatever to Draco, these people be having a real fans who love them. So we seen Flacco say if LAPD drag their feet another month, they coming with the content. But then we see him say he working directly with detectives. So it's kind of like, I want all of the young guys coming up and the young ladies coming up that's glorifying criminal enterprise entertainment to pay very close attention to what's happening. Because the same ones who can make you famous is the same ones that's going to get you indicted.
I've always said, bro, if you're on the internet, your criminal days should be over, bro.
That's why when I came to the internet, a lot of stuff got left alone. But when I went to Africa, I was gone. When I went to Africa, all the guys went to jail. Because their leadership structure's not there. And it boils down to, like, look at the Pooh Shiesty situation. Like, sometimes, bro, you need that big homie. You need that older brother figure. Because without that, where you going to get your guidance from?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I digress.
So I want to bring it back to that Hernandez thing.
Right.
Man, I had thought he beat a body. But when you kind of look into it, bro, there was only really one piece of evidence, and that was the guy, Cornelius, saying that he did it.
Who's not a credible witness.
It was not a credible. There's no text messages. There's really nothing linking him to Dolph's murder.
Because he come from your era. You not
He not
saying
talking on the
certain shit on the
phone.
phone.
Right. He's not
Certain
talking on the
shit
phone.
is not going on the phone. And without that, and without direct eyewitness testimony, it's hard to prove a case.
Let me say one thing, bro. I think the car that was used in the Dolph hit was parked in front of his house.
Now, Cam.
Who would do that, bro?
That's like, it's almost like someone trying to get framed.
Right. Cornelius lived on his street.
And the lawyer used that in the court case. Like they were trying to frame him.
Right.
It played out in his advantage. He's on the street now. You feel me? What he didn't do. So it ain't up to us. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, everybody who's watching this needs to know. Eyewitness testimony is how the feds have a 98% correct conviction rate. It's not the body of evidence. No face, no case.
Okay, I want to get back to this little TJ thing, man. Real quick before we get off on some other things, man.
All right.
Now, you touched on his gambling problem and him owing a lot of people money. And it was kind of crazy that that's where this went down, was at a casino.
For sure.
Man, so how bad is his gambling addiction?
Look, man, Offset is a degenerate gambler, bro. Degenerate gambler. And you know, he got several millions in his settlement with Cardi B. And he gambled about hundreds of thousands to millions, bro. But the way he gets over is, bro, bro, I don't care. You can ask anybody. If you play with watches and jewelry, you can ask all the top jewelers. They will tell you. Offset has a collection that damn near unmatched when it comes to other hip hop artists in his age group. These are facts. He had one on in the fan photos from the same day. But he uses star power. He know how to finesse. That Atlanta kick in. He know what to say at the right time. And people, I mean, it's Offset. This Cardi B ex-husband. He a superstar. He's gonna be good for it. Man, hell no, bro. If he know you gonna give it to him, we know he ain't gonna pay you back. And think about it. The people he pick on is all celebrities. He wasn't expecting for TJ and them to take it that far.
Right.
But this is why I don't mix homies. Because the older guys and the young guys have two different code of operations, man. They modus operandi is two totally different things. The young guys do not care. Wherever they see you at is going down there. This is the proof.
Yeah, he finally played with the wrong person.
Facts. And then we about to see a lot more people come out. You heard it here first, man.
You know, I feel TJ's frustration, bro. I've loaned my friends money before, and then was supposed to get the money back like in a week, and then 2 weeks later, seen him with new shoes on.
Yeah, he was just cursing me the out the other day. You feel me? Does anybody watch this?
Nah, I wasn't talking about, bro. What me and you do is completely different, bro.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I was just talking about, you know.
I'm just saying to give you your flowers.
Growing up, bro.
I'm just giving you your flowers. Anybody watching this, they know me. I leave the house with a certain amount of money. Because if I leave with too much of it, I get in my mode, I'm going to spend it all, right? So if I leave with $2,000, I know, all right, it's getting close to 2 a.m. If I wait till like 2:10, 2:30 and call Cam, he gonna send me what I'm asking for. But if I call before that, you know what, BH, bro, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, bro. I can't do it, man. But we always make sure we do the proper business so you can recoup and everything's smooth. If you loan somebody something and they think they just got over on you, bro, it's gonna be a whole different energy. And bro, If you get into the streets, you know what I know more. Tjay not known for fighting. You feel me? That song FN he dropped, that's real life facts. When he said, if I showed you all my charges, you might not look at me the same. That's facts. So for him, he taking it as a spit in the face. Like, dude, who the fuck is you? I just gave you 10 bands, bro. You supposed to be big, bro. And we see the outcome. Imagine that, bro. I think Offset a father, several children, you getting shot at the casino by somebody probably 10 years younger than you. Poor etiquette, selfish reasonings. This is why I tell all my lady friends, watch out for selfish guys. Because all they care about is they self. If you out here at the casino getting shot and you've already lost $800,000, you just said, screw my children, or screw my family, screw everything. Gambling is an addiction, man, and the house always wins. Casinos wouldn't exist if everybody could go in there and break them. What happened to Dana White when he beat the Palms for $1 million? They came and told him respectfully, you cannot gamble here no more. So beware when you see these sports bettors showing these tickets like they killing a casino every week. You win too many times, they ban you. Point blank, period. As a people, we got to wake up, pay attention to what's going on. These is facts.
I've never been a big gambler. I'm a very small gambler.
And
well, you know why?
I could tell that my interactions with you as a businessman.
You can't win, bro.
Bro,
unless you're like that one dude. What's his name? Mickey.
Right.
The professional gambler
but
dude.
He's banned from every casino.
Right, because he wins too much.
Because he was winning too much. Here comes stupid man with the stupid plan. He shows up. If you hit for $300,000 one time, they're gonna comp you rooms for the rest of the year. They're gonna give you free champagne and rooms. They're gonna comp you tables at their club because they know they're gonna get that money back.
Right.
The guy Mickey was making millions at a time. He'll openly say, yeah, I can't gamble anywhere in Vegas.
And he was also talking about that they be cheating too. The casinos cheat, bro. That's what's up about it, bro. The casinos cheat. That's just up, bro. There's been times where I've been playing blackjack and I lost like 10 hands in a row, bro. I'd be like, how the is this even possible? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you lose 10, 12, 13 hands in a row, bro?
The game is rigged, bro.
You know? Yeah.
But that's why we seen certain NBA players get caught up because the mobsters know that the casino rigs the game. So they remake this environment in private mansions to take you.
Even worse, bro.
Who opened up all the casinos in Vegas? The mob.
The mob, yeah.
So how do they know how to run this script everywhere they go? They invented it.
Right.
People don't pay attention, bro. In order to prepare for the future, you got to study history. That's why I always say that. People show up to a casino not knowing that in Vegas, all of these casinos is mob ran. It's how they learn the tricks of the trade. Why would you get banned for winning at a casino when this is a business that probably does $2-3 billion a year? If word gets out, bro, the Asians and the Native Americans are the biggest gamblers in the country. They play slots. So no attention draws to that. Latinos, black people, we like to feel like, look. We all got that God complex. Ain't nobody messing with, I got the dice in my hand, I'm the best. What do? You won so many times, the guys in the suits come and say, we're going to put you with a cap right now. You can't gamble with a high limit no more. Because you can get the hot hand. Once you get that hot hand, boy, they finna come douse your fire. Fold them. It's over with. No. This shit all rigged, bro. It's all rigged. If the CEO of McDonald's won't eat his own burger in this company, it's all rigged. If the CEO of Coca-Cola said, I keep my products 10 miles away from my family, it's all rigged. Full no.
It's all rigged. I agree, man. All right, well, I'm gonna get to this Pooh Shiesty situation, bro. This has been the wildest, man. Some of the stuff I can't even believe that they're saying happened and witnesses are saying, and
this one right here, bro.
Gucci snitching, and man, this is wild, bro. Pooh Shiesty allegedly robbed a Gucci Mane, Draco to the head, bro. Wanted a contract signed. Allegedly, he made 25 mil off of him when he was locked up. Didn't even cut him in at all. And Gucci Mane thought he was going there with a cameraman to get more footage, bro. And according to the witnesses, and the witnesses are telling the feds, he robbed him.
So look, I got a record label. I have no contractors under my artists, but I pay my whole staff, and we operate on a certain modus operandi, right? When it comes to situations like this, I stay away from guys who call themselves slime anything, Shiesty anything. I'm watching it when Shiesty came out. I seen a dude who I know is a bitch. He called himself Joe Shiesty. I'm like, what the? I'm saying he would say, oh, I was Shiesty way before Pooh. Yeah, that's why you didn't succeed in nothing, player. Look at the grand scheme of things. Gucci Mane has come out and said if it wasn't for his wife, he would not be who he is now. His wife had power of attorney over all of his business while he was locked up. She turned a $3 million to $9 million. So for a person like Gucci, when you come from environments of impoverished circumstances, most of y'all, your homies is going to be monsters. You only get so far with monsters. So I know from experience, when you have jewelry over a certain amount of money, it's insured. In order to cash in on that insurance, you have to file a police report. I told people, look, he's going to file a police report for that jewelry, and he's going to get identified, and he's not going to cooperate no more. That's exactly what just took place. Exactly what just took place. So on a business aspect of things, security's job, if you just have normal security, is to call the police. If you have a close protection bodyguard, his job is to die for you, shoot for you, etc., etc. What did he have? All-duty police officer. Then he had the cameraman. Those two people are going to be the cooperating witnesses. It's not going to be Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane had on $2 million ring. In order to cash in on that insurance, you got to file a police report. That's what happened. Now he's not going to cooperate no more. So he's recouped. Then, legally, you know, everybody remembers the story about how Suge Knight got out the contract. But there's no cameras back then. Now there's cameras. If you're signing a contract under duress, that makes that signature null and void. So Pooh Shiesty is still signed to Gucci Mane now. When, in all actuality, I tell all artists, if you sign for $1 million, you're gonna owe the label 9 to 10 million. So if your label made 24 million, it's gonna cost you 50 to 60 to buy yourself out that deal. So Gucci said, look, come in the studio, drop me 2 more albums, pay me $2 million, and I'll let you out the deal. I don't think he had the liquid capital. And this is why I banned my father from my family, because he's a career criminal. All he ever taught us was bad shit. Getting him out the way, our family was able to prosper. Pooh Shiesty's father is the one who went to the store and printed off the release contract. You got to understand something. If somebody is coming home from a federal case like that, you're going to be under 24 hours surveillance, whether you know it or not. They thought it was bigger than the program. We talking about a guy who pulled a robbery for some shoes. They had a lime green McLaren out there, a Maybach out there. He left $40,000 cash at the scene of the crime for items that was $3,300. They seen him post the money. They cross-referenced the serial numbers off Instagram to the money left at the scene. That's how they went down the first time. So if you're following behind somebody like this, if you got a robbing-ass leader, you're going to be a robbing-ass crew. If you got a get-money-ass team, get-money-ass leader, you have a get-money-ass crew. If you got to follow the leader, everybody slime and shiesty this, the back door wide open. This is exactly what happened. Do that make sense? Going on a robbery in a McLaren?
No. I mean...
Yeah, we seen it happen. Do it make sense that Gucci Mane took the proper precautions? Come to this studio, controlled entry. I got my off-duty police officer. I got my cameraman here. They gonna be the witnesses.
Right. It's never a good idea to rob civilians that know who you are, bro.
Ever.
They're gonna snitch every single time.
11 times out of 10, they finna tell on your dumb ass.
Right. Unless maybe in the situation where they know you really good and they're scared of you, but that's not the situation this time.
Not at all. And I feel like they anticipated that Gucci was gonna keep it street. But look, bro.
Even if Gucci kept it street.
I know his wife probably warned him about this already. And you done lost this jewelry. She's probably the person who had to put her personal credit up to personally guarantor all of the insurance policies. Because as a convicted felon, insurance companies not trying to give you no insurance policies. Well, he didn't want to answer to her. He didn't want to answer to her. I told him, I said, look, bro, he finna file a police report for that insurance policy. And he ain't gonna cooperate no more. That's exactly what's going on. But that dude, Edward Cohen, the same one, hit me up about my sponsor Stallion gear having the same letters as Sniper Gang. Because he was Kodak lawyer. But he said, honestly, big homie, this sponsor isn't selling much. It's not worth our time. So it was cool. This case, stop it. Minimum we're saying they're going to be $120K. Everybody finna get involved in this. And then Pooh Shiesty is on federal release. Just called another Fed case. His first offer is gonna be an elbow, life. He not supposed to be around guns or fellas. It's all bad.
Right, they're calling him a crash out. They're saying this is the stupidest crime ever committed.
He rap about crashing out.
They recorded some of it. He had an ankle monitor on. He just got off the phone with his parole. They're telling him he don't have permission to be there. There's security footage of him being at the studio, and there's witnesses. I mean, civilian witnesses.
They put hands on the cameraman. He showed physical injuries. Gucci Mane security is an off-duty cop.
He gotta call the police.
He have to, because his badge is up for grabs. Because when you are off duty, working security, moonlighting, you have to have your police issue weapon. Loaded Lux, a battle rapper, said, "Is your money being longer worth your lifespan being shorter?"
Well, Gucci Mane says no.
Bro, Gucci
my life, his life. He decided that day that his life was gonna be longer, not shorter.
Would you consider Gucci Mane a snitch for this?
Yeah. You can't give him.
Now look at the
information, bro.
climate. Look at the climate. There's no more repercussions for being a snitch unless you were part of certain organizations who operate at a higher standard.
Let me explain. I feel like Gucci Mane should have just walked out there and said, "I'm not cooperating." He didn't need to snitch, and he loses jewelry. Fuck it. He made $25 million off Pooh Shiesty when he was in jail, and he didn't give him any. So I mean.
But if you don't want the contract, because Pooh Shiesty went and signed the Gucci to Yo Gotti after that, and him and Yo Gotti have had problems. Why? Because Yo Gotti say he did something with Gucci Mane's wife.
Right.
That's what this boils down to.
Right. They were saying Gucci Mane was purposely going to getting the best talent out of Memphis, getting Yo Gotti's ops, just to try to push the issue and to antagonize Yo Gotti. And then I heard somebody saying that Gucci was signing Memphis rappers just to kind of like poke at Yo Gotti.
Yeah. I mean, he was signing that he hadn't even never, heard their mixtape before, He may have heard a song, and he just was doing it, just to antagonize, Gotti, just trying to sign up, trying to sign all the CMG ops, I would guess, so to speak, and just signing them. Just out of pure hatred, just being a sucker, just being a goofy. Never put the people out, never put their music out, and you end up releasing them. You end up dropping everybody except Pooh Shiesty and I think Fujiano.
And now, what has happened? Gucci honored his wife, man.
The messed up thing is, bro, like Gucci could have went. This is gonna mess up his legacy. I don't think.
This is gonna be damage. But look, what happened with the other guys in Atlanta?
Well,
they seem to be doing just fine.
Young Thug, is he getting booked? Well, you know what? Maybe there'll be no monetary repercussions, bro. Maybe.
We gotta wait and see.
You're probably right, bro. I mean, in the world we're living in, there's been so many people that have been found cooperating that, it's like damn near, if you're a concert promoter, you damn near can't book almost anybody, bro. There's not many people, you know what I'm saying? There's not many people left to book, bro, that have clean paperwork or that aren't in jail or still hot, bro. It's, man, I don't know.
It's all bad, Kim. It's almost hard to speak on it, but we just seen a lot of Atlanta rappers looking like rats. And we just seen Woody. That shit made him a star. Look at Tekashi.
It did make him a star on the blogs, for sure.
Look at Tekashi. It seems like they moving with impunity. You don't think Gucci saw that? Because if he don't say nothing, Shiesty is out the deal.
Okay, right.
So
if he doesn't say anything, Shiesty will get out the deal because he won't be able to claim that he did it under distress.
Fair.
But let him. I mean, he made $25 million. Let him out the deal anyway, bro. Like,
but they don't play like that. They want you to buy yourself out. Gucci Mane has said on several occasions he doesn't have personal relationship with his artists. That's why him and 1017 fell out.
Right.
And
at the end of the day, bro, Gucci, I don't know, man. He's old now, so he probably don't give a shit about the street shit. He probably don't care.
I don't think he does, bro.
If people think he's a snitch or a rat, he's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much he's worth. Probably 50 million, 100 million.
Probably around that for sure. Man, I got some information earlier saying that the cameraman and the cop is not going to cooperate no more because of the damage that's going to happen to Gucci. That's what I was told. I ain't going to say I'm verifying it, but we could see something like that happen. Because the damage that's going to go to Gucci Mane's legacy will be irreparable. You agree with that? There's no
Either
coming
way,
back. He is the face of street rappers.
I think he's done already, bro. As far as like legacy of that, the street guy who held it solid and was wild, I think it's over for him. He got robbed.
I believe that.
Then he's in the paperwork. You know, they say Gucci Mane could never be robbed. He would crash out. Everybody gonna die if Gucci Mane gets robbed.
Somebody died before. All that get washed under the rug now. We may see a severe save face operation take place. That's how drastic this is.
What do you mean by a save face operation?
We may see the officer refuse to cooperate, and we may see the cameraman refuse to cooperate.
Right, I definitely heard something like that. The Atlantic Records is trying to work something out, but this cameraman probably isn't a rich person.
He's not, bro. He's not. He don't even have to get that long either.
Right. So if somebody gives him like $1 million, he gonna shut the up.
Remember what happened when allegedly Pooh Shiesty has shot the security at that club?
What happened? I don't remember.
They
didn't show up?
It went away.
It went away. So, yeah, man. I mean, Pooh Shiesty, in my opinion, definitely has a chance to beat this. Absolutely, bro. Now, a lot of these guys cooperated, and, when I talked to Hernandez Govan, he mentioned that there is definitely, what's it called before they indict you? Grand jury testimony.
Grand jury testimony.
And if they went to the grand jury, and then when the trial comes, they decide not to go in front of the jury, it could be a problem for them.
It's gonna be a problem. Look, bro. All right.
But then I was saying, they could always get up there and do like Woody. And just, you know what I'm saying? Just be difficult, don't answer questions, give dumb answers. They could always get up there and act weird and completely destroy their credibility when they get up there.
You better count on something like that's about to go on, man. You better, yes, please. You gotta, cause look. When Gucci at the crib at night, sitting on the couch, watching the shit, all of this is going through his mind. I just cannot see him taking the stand. The feds have 98% conviction rate because, thank you, eyewitness testimony. What we see happen in the Tory Lanez case. The key eyewitness, the bodyguard, nowhere to be found. They still ain't showed the cop's face or the cameraman's face. Negotiations going on right now, and I feel like Gucci is probably leading that. But that insurance for their jewelry, he gonna file that, bro. I done seen it 100 times, bro. I didn't got paid real money from superstars to get back fake jewelry because it would damage their reputation if they thought they got stolen. This is one of those situations where reputation is involved. We finna see some tricky stuff take place.
Right. And Gucci is making out big. Good, look, Gucci is winning so much. Pooh Shiesty's streams are through the roof. His streams are through the roof. I mean, he making so much money. He gonna probably get his jewelry back or reimburse his jewelry.
For sure.
I mean, if he's still signed to 1017.
Still
so
signed.
He get out of jail. If he wants to drop an album, he got to do it on 1017, or he gonna have to pay his way out of his deal. And at this point, Gucci's probably like, shit, I ain't gonna let this fool out the deal now.
The person who had to be very careful right now is Yo Gotti. because that's who Shiesty went to go get his second deal from. It's easy to build a conspiracy case. He already being watched for the other situation going on. And Gucci is a spiteful guy. When you disrespect a man's wife, he will go to great lengths. We watching that take place right now. I'm gonna tell you something, I'm a gangster, bro. And everybody know that the only person I'm answering to is my mom and my wife if I get one. These is facts. I know for sure the only reason that Gucci cooperated in the first place was filing insurance for that jewelry. Point blank, period. Gotta take care of home. We finna watch some crazy shit take place with this. Keep an eye on Pooh Shiesty Pops. Keep an eye on him. We'll revisit this later on our next one, but I don't want to say too much right now. The internet sleuths is operating crazy right now. I ain't trying to get, cause I'm still active, man. I got real life shit going on, so I'm trying to be smooth, but I know what I know, Kim.
Well, they're saying the dad is being accused of being a snitch. I believe Whack 100 put out some paperwork from back in 2008 where he agreed to cooperate if they needed him.
Did he take the stand? Did he take the stand?
From what I understand, that's all it says, that he agreed to cooperate. You know, I hate to speak on it because I don't remember exactly. I know I read it the other day, but I forget. But I don't think there's any paperwork of him taking a stand or actually any statements being made. But don't quote me on that, though, because I don't really remember.
We talking about Pooh Shiesty, probably the biggest hip-hop artist, street artist there is. And if they had dirt, it would be out. That paperwork, I respect it, but at the same time, though, throughout history, who was responsible for the whole term snitches get stitches? Your own people. If your own people is not enforcing this, then it's not going to get enforced. The rules of the game have changed. The old world is not the new world. The rules of the street have changed. I told my homie, I said, but the rules is different now. The rules to make it home. We don't do all that telling on people shit because we knew what we signed up for. Point blank, period. High profile situations, but we ain't never seen nobody take the stand, turn into a star, posting with Maybachs and stacks of money with the outcome. We never saw that. People like Tekashi be on witness protection for years. You never see him again. We never saw this before. So it's kind of like, damn, who want to be the dummy to go kill somebody with witness protection? You're not finna do it. If we don't police ourselves, then it's not finna happen. So outside of social norms, who's finna hold Gucci to any type of standard?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna do anything to Gucci about it, but I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, if he still hangs around a bunch of street dudes, they either might stop hanging around them or they're gonna be looking at him funny.
Which
Nobody
he's
wants
admitted
to
that he don't no more.
He said he doesn't hang around street dudes at all.
Because they was telling on him before.
All of them, or just some of them? You know what I mean? Like, he don't have no friends?
His immediate circle.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I
Who
don't
have
know
we
what they're
seen
probably
Gucci
not
Man in the
thinking
picture
good
with?
about this.
You only see Gucci with Snake, who was a what? A legal employee for his company. Otherwise, you see Gucci by herself. Spooky times
You know what?
we living
I
in.
think who'd I interview, man? I interviewed somebody, Filthy Rich.
What Filthy said?
From Oakland, and Gucci came to his hood, and he was by himself. I believe that's what he said. When he came, did he have like a big entourage with him?
What's crazy is it's a story behind that. When he came, he was just one deep, and he got out the car in the rain and shot the video on Seminary in the rain. It's pouring down rain out there. He got out there, shot the video. We went to the studio, did the verse. Young Tjay was on the hook of that song, but he didn't know Gucci was pulling up. So we in the studio, Gucci just pull up, and he looked like why you didn't tell me Gucci was coming? So Gucci go in there and do the verse. He had already had the song, so I don't know if he wrote to it or not. But he laid the verse down and he come out, he like, you want that one? Nah, I'll do another one. I'm like, man, this shit was hard. He's like, you want to do the verse, you want to do the video at the show, or you want to do it at the block? Let's go to the hood. So we went to the hood, and it was just him and the security. And then he told me to meet him at the show afterwards. So we did the video, and I went to the city, and I had some people with me. And he was like, man, I with you, Filthy. Like, all of them can't come. It wasn't like my immediate people. It was some other people or whatever. I was actually trying to bring some other rappers to perform also. And he was like, nah. He was like, you see how I beat to the neck. I ain't got time for somebody else up and it fall back on me. Like, all I need is one person. He had the security with him. That was it. But I was trying to bring some rappers to perform also because he was bringing me out and I was going to bring them out. And he wasn't having it.
What'd you think when Gucci Mane really just had only the one person with him? Was that surprising?
I'd be like that too at times.
Look, bro, I know it's fantastic that one man could know so much, but bro, I've been outside almost 20 years, bro. And people that say, oh, we've never seen CC with no celebrities. Bro, I posted this shit everywhere. If you want to hide something, you put it in the book. People not doing their due diligence like that. You don't see Gucci with nobody. He be by himself or he be with his wife. That's how it is that once you get to that top level, bro.
Right. Well, what do you think about people saying that Gucci could never be robbed?
Anything can happen to anybody. And it's never your ops that get you, bro. When they get you, it's over money or females. And it's always people close. Right or wrong?
Most of the time, not always.
Not always. I'm not going to say 100%, but it's a high percentage of the time where these are the circumstances. And these circumstances, this is his artist. You're not expecting your artist to pull a crash out move like this. But I tell people, when I go out, I got the older guys in one car, I got the girls in one car, and I got the elite guys in a separate car. Because I know there are 3 different modes of operators, 3 different modes for them to get operated by. See what I'm saying?
I hear you.
We was taught you don't tell the police nothing. They showing up voluntarily having conversations to spin the police. What? Eras change, new rules of operation. Because once the older generation get RICO'd, they go behind the wall. You know how this shit go, bro. It's just that different organizations, different cultures go by different rule structures. With black dudes, whoever is the latest at the time is calling the shots. In other organizations, nobody's bigger than the program. That don't apply here. We mixing the streets with music. Gucci is a businessman. He not Gucci man no more. He's Roderick Davis. But I know how it is, bro, when a boss got his wife who's a boss. You don't want to hear much, because she probably, I told you about all these money. You don't want to hear that shit. You don't want to hear that shit.
She probably been telling him to drop Pooh Shiesty.
No, she been telling him. You show up to the crib, ego bruised. Well, where's that ring? Him and his wife got matching rings. That ring gone? Oh, I'm finna file insurance on that because that insurance policy in my name. He can't say shit. This how it's going down, Cam.
Man, do you think Gucci was moving sloppy that day?
100%. I'm not gonna say he moving sloppy. I will say that he underestimated the gumption of them young guys. Cause look, bro, I was trying to get when I had seen Big 30 out in Vegas, we was at Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. And like I looked in his eyes, I said, man, that's a good guy. You feel me? He knew exactly who I was. He told his homies, yeah, big homies, he shot through the door at his ops. He knew exactly who I was. But he was reluctant to kick it with me because I'm on this side, he cool with Dirk. Politics get involved. Once the politics get involved, and whoever is the leader, if they choose to follow him, they gonna follow that. That's why, bro, all I'm kicking with niggas who say they slime and shiesty, nothing. All that backdoor shit, you gonna die at the backdoor, for them grand. It's ugly right now, Ken. This one right here, I'm watching it close too. So as soon as I get something new, I'm gonna hit you right away.
Man, I mean, this is one of the most surprising crimes, allegedly, that we've seen in hip-hop.
Because look how many artists we've seen got jerked on contracts. Because look. Let me chill.
Man, do you think people will be scared to sign Pooh Shiesty now? How is this going to affect his business, bro? You think these execs at Interscope going to want to deal with Pooh Shiesty now?
It's going to have to be a street guy with a street label who signs him and does the business on the outside. But you're not finna be able to walk into these big labels after doing no shit like this. Because, bro, them little white dudes, bro, they look at them cameras and shit. This is a secure facility. They not thinking you got Dracos in the book bag. They ain't thinking that, man. They ain't thinking that.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be like Ice Cube going in the office and banging up the office, bro, like in the 90s, dog. You can't do that shit no more.
It gives guys a false sense of comfort because how do I have a full-time driver and Tiger Woods ain't got one?
You bringing Tiger Woods into this, man. I think Tiger just liked to drive or something, bro. I don't know, bro. He could have called Uber. He could have called anybody, bro.
Well, I got Navy SEALs outside with my driver with ARs and shit right now. And if I got that, why these guys don't got it? That money provides a false sense of comfort. I done seen it 100 times, you know. Like, damn, bro, you moving like this? Oh, you don't think it can happen to you no more. Bro, Shiesty, man, the man Pooh Shiesty was in there crashing with the GDs, bro. Fool don't give a fuck, man. This somebody, bro, he pulling capers as the biggest rapper in history. You shooting security, allegedly. Bro, they pulled up on a robbery in a lime green McLaren, no mask. This who you dealing with. That's why I tell people, you see the young guys playing that GTA, watch their ass.
Nah, for real, man. Yeah. Man, it's one thing to be gangster, bro, but it's another thing to just not be thinking, bro, at all, dog. That is just not.
No,
they thought this out.
Because if you look at the footage, there's no guns on camera. The feds come out and say there's no hard evidence that they did such and such. It's just eyewitness testimony. They thought this out. And then his father is on camera printing the release form out at the office, Max. Stupid man with the stupid plan.
9 people are going down because of this, bro. 9.
Pooh Shiesty dissed Bronny James. And his FDO said, you ain't a killer like your pops, you just like Bronny James. Bronny came up the right way. His daddy got him on the Lakers. He got a diss. Pooh Shiesty said in the song, he treats smart like ducks. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Cam. You in disbelief still. But bro, I be outside with the young guys a lot. I be like, damn, bro, this was your plan? And to them, well, this shit's thought out, bro. Everything they do is like off a video game. All of this shit's a GTA mission, bro. Just look at it.
Yeah, if he gets convicted,
They took the jewelry and went on the internet with it right after.
right. I mean, there's so many flaws in what they did, bro. It's crazy. I mean, if he gets convicted, bro, they're gonna give him at least enough time where he's gone long enough where when he gets out, crime will not be appealing to him anymore. He's not gonna get out till he's at least 35 or 40 years old, bro, for sure. They're gonna give him at least 10. Probably more. Maybe he's looking at life. I don't think he'll get life for this.
But his first offer gonna be life.
His first offer gonna be life.
You still on an ankle monitor when you did this.
Federal probation, bro.
But you're still on an ankle monitor when you pulled this off. 9 people, firearms. You held people against their will. If you take somebody from one room to another room, that's kidnapping. They took Gucci from the engineer station to the booth. That's kidnapping.
So it sounds like you're saying that you think he's gonna get a lot longer than say 15, 20. It sounds like you're thinking he's gonna do more like 30 to 40. 50.
They gonna offer him that. Okay. His first offer is gonna be life for sure. People texting me about this shit right now. Man, bro. The ankle monitor put him at the scene of the crime, man.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that they didn't think anybody would cooperate. Which is just crazy to think that these civilian dudes wouldn't cooperate. Of course they are, bro. Of course, the cameraman, the off-duty police officer, bro. That's the only thing I can think of, bro. You had to think that they were all going to be solid.
They definitely banked on that.
Right.
They definitely banked on that. Problem is, you see the witness photos, we see the white dude with the blood on his arm, it's over with. It's over with. Oh my God, I can't believe them young pulled that one.
What do you think about people saying that his team failed him?
Whose team?
Pooh Shiesty's team.
He the leader of the team. What do you say? Unfortunately, I'm top shooter and CEO of my gang.
Well, his dad was there.
And look who he learned from.
Man, I know if I did some shit like that, my dad would have stopped that shit.
Right away.
Right away, bro. He would have been like, what the are you doing?
You got to be out your mind. Your pops is not going to print the release form on camera.
Right.
But he did.
And I wouldn't involve my dad.
You not even gonna say shit to him.
In no street shit, bro. At all. Now, that shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to get my dad caught up in my shit.
But when guys slime everybody else out, you gotta resort to family.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
But when you a slimy dude and you backdoor and slime everybody else out, you gonna have to resort to family.
Man.
Spooky times.
Now, you touched on this. You mentioned Yo Gotti sleeping with Gucci's wife when he was in jail.
Right?
That's kind of crazy.
He admitted to it.
Out of all the people that she could have been sleeping with or hooking up when Gucci was in jail, you go and pick like this famous dude.
Girls like that only deal with bosses, bro.
Yeah, but she could have got a boss that wasn't in the hip hop game or a rapper or something. She could have, one of the CEOs that's not famous. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. It just seemed like it's a lot worse, bro. If we were talking about her cheating with, James Jamerson, the big rich dude in Atlanta, it just seemed like it'd be different. No one would care because she was in jail. Because he was in jail, and if the roles were reversed, he probably would have been hooking up with chicks too. So a lot of people are probably giving her a pass for it when he's in jail because of that.
I think this happened previously than before his jail sentence. And you remember when Gucci went on that rant and dissed everybody on Twitter?
I remember that.
Y'all remember that? Those are fresh feelings still on his mind.
Was Yo Gotti mentioned in that Twitter rant?
Yes, sir.
Man. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how all this plays out.
For sure. You hearing it first at Camp Capone. We gonna tour right in and we gonna break it down and give you the facts.
For sure. Well, I'm going to switch topics, man. Since our last interview, Jay-Z did his first interview in years.
Yup.
Did you get a chance to check it out? And if you did, what'd you think about it?
I checked it out. I thought it was dope. I felt like it was a typical Jay-Z interview. A lot of cryptic messages. He always carries himself as if he's as transcended hip-hop itself. I think he carried that. And, the Super Bowl got a lot of flack for picking Bad Baby. Right?
Absolutely.
Who picks the Super Bowl halftime performance?
I believe he does.
Jay-Z. So he don't care what niggas got to say, man. He don't.
Okay. How do you feel about, because he kind of, he addressed this, but he didn't really address it. He kind of did, he went around it a little bit. But, when he was like, people are throwing capitalism at him in a derogatory way, and, where they're trying to make making money a bad thing, I believe he was referring to him working with the NFL after what they're saying, telling Kaepernick not to work with him or to have Kaepernick apply the pressure. And they're also talking about the title deal where he went and got all the artists, made this an artist thing, and then turned around and sold the company. And so people are so he kind of defended being a capitalist. So, how do you feel about these things?
You ever heard the term, when in Rome, you do what Romans do?
I haven't.
That's a very popular term. And in his situation, people made light of the fact that he owned a percentage of the New Jersey Nets that was worth like $300,000. But in order to get in those circles, you got to do certain things. You got to be a certain person. We talking about somebody who stabbed his own brother for bootlegging his music. Throughout this process comes a level of evolution where you're not approaching things with that typical street mentality no more. And this is a direct result of that. 100%.
So you think this is just an evolution of Jay-Z becoming more of a businessman and less of a street dude?
Yes, 100%, because you think he's holding himself to these parameters that are seen to only be being enforced by bloggers?
Oh, so you're saying, that these are street rules that people are trying to put on Jay-Z.
100%.
Okay.
He's not finna abide by that. What he said, he came in the game at 88. He was 100 G's strong. That's the year I was born. You don't get to where he's at abiding by street gangster politics. We talking about a demographic who owns the least amount of everything. Why would you abide by that? You'd be a fool. Jay-Z ain't in the street, man. He ain't been in the street in how long? How much you think it'll cost to get a Jay-Z interview?
You can't.
He would have to want to do it for you. It would have to be business incentives for him to do it.
Yeah, you can't buy no Jay-Z interview. You can't buy no Jay-Z verse. There ain't nothing you can buy to get Jay-Z to do anything that he doesn't want to do. There's no amount of money.
And that right there.
And for what I understand, he's always been like that. Even I think Myth Bleak told a story where they were offering like $1 million for him just to walk through a club for like a half hour. And he'll turn it down and go do something that he's not even getting paid for.
Because you got to protect the brand. That's why, I can't link up with certain content creators who hit me up. Because I got to protect the brand, bro. Like, I was hosting events in Arizona. Ladies drove 5-6 hours to bring me birthday cakes. They look at me as a pillar, as a sign of strength, as belief. People meet me on the street and cry. So I can't go do interviews with somebody talking about raping females and shit like that. This type of shit goes on. Can't do it. So who am I supposed to model my shit after? Guys in the street keeping up bullshit or champions of industry?
I hear you. Man, I hear that, man. Now, one of the things that I think people might have disagreed the most about was he denied having an alliance to anybody when referring to the battle of Kendrick versus Drake and putting Kendrick on the Super Bowl. I mean, obviously Kendrick was the right choice for the moment. He was the hot one. But, there's definitely some tension between him and Drake. And they say it all started with that title deal that Drake didn't want to be part of it.
This the thing, bro. When you dealing with Hov, Kanye, Pusha T, all of them guys at that level, their responses to each other be real cryptic. Because look what Cameron said. Cameron said he was sitting back listening to a Jay-Z verse and said, damn, he's dissing me, but the whole world had no idea. That's definitely what be going on. That's why I like to do interviews with you, because you be knowing about this type of stuff, but you don't play the know-it-all guy. Your journalistic perspective, fire. You know what I'm saying? And you allow people to expound on it. And I'm going to say this. Jay-Z has an affinity for the young hustlers, right? And Drake have taken shots at Jay-Z. Right?
Probably. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but...
You think you forgot about that? No, sir. When you at the top, the guys is going to take shots, because rap historically has been a competitive sport. Some of the biggest diss records that got guys of millions was shots at Jay-Z. It's just at this stage of the game, from a business perspective, Drake is not even an American. Why would they have him headlining the Super Bowl? People make the same argument for why would Bad Baby be headlining the Super Bowl? It's all about getting viewership and bigger numbers. Point blank, period. When guys playing the numbers game, it ain't about feelings. It's not about emotion. Because what does Hov always say? Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't.
I interviewed Dame Dash.
Right.
And he said that Jay absolutely blocked Gilly. I seen the interview with Gilly the Kid. And I wanted to ask you, man, he said that you guys tried to sign him, but he didn't really like the deal. From your perspective, what happened with that situation?
I don't really remember so much. I just remember that Jay wasn't with it or something happened. I don't know. But again, you know, homie is definitely was like, I'm definitely gonna make it hard for him. That was true. But he was down with the not major damn, I don't want to say it wrong, but there was a whole team of them. It was like Gilly, the Dutchman. Like the Dutchman and Gilly were like the standouts in that crew, from what I remember. And you know, that was Freeway was there. But from what I was told, they just got everyone together. I thought everyone knew each other. And I don't know, I don't really remember. But, and then I remember Beans had a situation with Gilly that wasn't too complimentary for Gilly. So no disrespect, Gilly, but I just remember, and you could talk about it if you feel like it, I won't. Or Beans could talk about it.
So he is that petty.
He stabbed his own brother for bootlegging his album.
Oh, you're talking about
Jay-Z.
Yeah, I don't think that. Okay, yeah.
And then you got to think about it. You got to really look at what be going on. Now, when you look at everything that's taking place, shit like that, a lot of people was taking shots at Jay-Z with the whole Tory Lanez situation, right or wrong.
Oh, he got it bad, bro. And I don't think he had anything to do with that one. That was crazy, bro. The family, Tory Lanez's family was coming out blaming Rock Nation. That was, bro. Sometimes, bro, Jay-Z do be getting like the wild allegations, and sometimes it's warranted, but
and when
sometimes it's crazy.
Vlad came out trolling. They
thought it was
real.
Oh man,
you see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this?
That's crazy, bro.
You think he forgot? Man. You think he forgot about that?
Oh hell no.
He ain't forget, man. That term "lonely at the top," man, I experienced that. So I made an effort to surround myself around people who I knew needed me and I needed them. You see what I'm saying? But people don't do that. Simply because, you know, people don't want to show no type of weakness and all this type of shit, but that's abiding by bullshit street rules. Like, told me I shouldn't have no feelings, supposed to be a monster forever and all this type of shit, right? But I just had a seizure, fighting for my life. My post is scheduled on buffer. So they think RVA's doing fine. No, up. The people taking care of me, looking out for me, not blood related, just met. People like me and you, Cam, most of our friends are dead, in jail, or living a whole different life. The core principles still apply to him. He's still a man, he's still a human being. But like I always say, there's no remorse for a baller, bro. No remorse for a boss. Period.
None.
I don't be seeing you a bunch of ball runner dudes. When I see you, you got a lady around. Because they don't want to be you. Most dudes, they want to be the man at the top. Which can cause confusion and make things feel crowded. Because when you're an entrepreneur, you got to pay yourself. Everybody else, they go sacrifice a few hours out of the day until their check comes. Entrepreneur, you got to put the whole plan together. And then when you hire people, you got to be on their ass so it's done so you can get the money to pay them. Because how many times have you employed people and they say, man, I need more money? You like, well, dude, hold on. Get this done first. Show and prove. People think that you filmed this shit off a camera and you just dropped it. It's not like that. I didn't brought editors to you who said they work for NBC, Netflix, and all of this shit. They get with you and they say, Cam wants me to work too fast, man. Well, dude, you're demanding fast money. Not knowing what you got to get done to make sure they even get paid. No remorse for a boss. Same thing for Hov. All they know is he a billionaire, his wife a billionaire, this, that, and you think how many people you think call him and ask, how do he feel? I was over in Africa. You called me, little bitch. I don't want anything, man. I'm just calling, checking on you, man. See how you doing. We don't have whole conversations, not talking about none of this shit. You see what I'm saying? That's why I can understand if you feel frustrated. Hold on, man. BH, goddammit. But shit, I have to keep my brand and shit going. People look at me and think, oh, I'm getting tired. But for me, I just can't sit on camera all day. I got to go out in the field. I got to go help people. I'm feeding the homeless. I got missing people calling me, all this kind of shit. You know this. But most motherfuckers don't because they don't even fucking care. That's the conundrum.
I've definitely noticed BH stays busy.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. But here's the thing. You stay very busy. You know what I'm saying? But look at King Peel, for example. King Peel was in the driver's seat. And he up everything with everybody. I was down in Arizona. They say, man, we had them booked for this. I say, man, bro, what y'all saying to me, bro, I already heard from valid sources already, bro.
Bro, let me tell you about. So wait, hold on. Let me hear your story first, bro, because I got a story, bro, that I ain't told nobody, bro. So he was out. He up the money down there in AZ too.
Bro, yes, they booked King Peel for an event. In his contract, it was a clause where he cannot share how much he got paid. Soon as he got paid, he went and told all the other fighters on the card. So they looking like, damn, bro. So the promoter is like, bro, why is you telling people? You told me you needed this money for your kids. You was down bad. I helped you out. And what does he do? Breach the contract. Go tell everybody what he got paid. Once he found out they offered me $15,000 for the fight and offered him $2,500 for the fight, he went crazy. So he says, man, I'm way more famous than CC. And they looking like, bro, what? Bro, I don't do the whole dick measuring shit, bro, because I don't get no fuck, bro. You feel me? Like, if you got a point to prove, you go ahead, bro. I done proved my point 100 times in a row where it really mattered. You see what I'm saying? Like, when me and you do these interviews, like, I remember you saying, BH, I know we running it back real quick. I don't know how it's gonna do. You drop the clips, it do well. You say, well, BH, I guess we can run another one. You have to gauge and see the market. A businessman don't want to be shelling out cash if it's not gonna recoup. You can't run a business that way. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to explain this to dudes that, man, I'm trying to get my chili beans up, man. Cam wasn't accepting my request to collab, but he would post yours. I say, bro, me and Cam got triple the amount of interviews that you have. Why is you comparing yourself to me in this aspect? Do that make any sense?
That's crazy, bro. Why is it? Yeah, he's the second person to be worrying about what you got me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's like, well, I'm like, bro, I don't know why y'all worried about what me and Cam do. Like, my first interview I ever did 1 million.
Facts.
How many motherfuckers can say that?
There ain't too many people that can even say they did 1 million.
I got 10 interviews over 1 million. I'm out the country doing interviews. Cam thought you lost me for a little while. Hey, did we lose BH? I'm out the country doing podcasts and them doing 1 million. You see what I'm saying? But it's kind of like Cam told me, BH, don't stop. I listen. Don't listen. So they say that the burden of knowledge is to teach. But if people not willing to listen, they say in the Bible, God only spares fools and babies. I'm not a baby, and I can't be a fool. As a man, you got a choice to make. You either gonna be elite at what you do, or you's gonna be a bitch. Period. Because as soon as you a man and you run out of that money, your own mama talk to you like you a roach. Fold them, these facts. But they don't want to listen. They got this bullshit street mentality. Oh, everything is just super gangster. Man, watch the fuck out with that shit. There are 2 places on the earth where you can go and you can find the most gangsters, bro. The graveyard and the prison. Point blank. Not sitting right here.
That's real.
G shit.
Let me tell you about King Pill real quick, bro.
Yeah, break this down, man. Break this down. King Pillatin. He said he was more famous than me. I'm like, bro, I don't do the fame measuring shit. But dude, stop it, man.
Yeah, that's not even close. You're going 2 years strong.
Strong. Viral every month.
Right.
They posted our clips when I was in Cleveland. And remember when dude wanted you to post his brand? He said, look, bro, I'm going to pay you for this. I'm not really trying to post your brand on here, man. But as a businessman, sometimes you have to be crass and be brash. Otherwise, people will think it's a game. So let me hear your Pill story.
I thought me and Pill were all cool, bro. Like, we patched everything up. We did a couple interviews. He started to get some motion again. He even patched things up with Adam 22. I thought everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had, we had our little fallout, but one thing about me, bro, is if the shit ain't serious, it ain't serious.
For sure, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, I get over some dumb shit, bro. Like, I'm not one of those guys that like, oh, you dissed me, bro. I hate you forever.
Yeah, you're not soft like that.
Yeah, I don't. As long as the shit don't get too out of hand, bro.
Then you cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can deal with a little bit of shit, bro. Man, out of nowhere, this dude just starts texting me, talking shit.
Crazy.
Talking crazy to me.
Texting you, talking crazy about what?
What was he saying? Like he was accusing me of hating on him and not wanting to see him win.
Oh, insane.
I'm not gonna get into the details of the conversation, but it got spicy on both ends.
Because people will think that you not gonna be a man and defend yourself because he own a big platform. No, bro, Cam a whole G out here, man.
Bro. Yeah, and I'm gonna get wild, bro. If it got to go wild, bro, I'm not worried about it getting wild.
100%. 100%.
And then we got into it a little bit, and I'm like, I don't even know why we're getting into it. And I asked him, what's the problem, bro?
Right.
He ain't have no answer for me. He just kept talking shit.
You was a hater.
Then we went back and forth again. I asked him again, bro, what are you mad about, bro? Like, tell me. What did I do to you that made you mad at me? He ain't have no answer for me, bro. Finally, bro, I messaged him like, look, bro, I'm not even gonna take this serious.
For sure.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Oh God.
Like I'm not even taking this serious, bro. Cause I don't even know why you're mad at me. You got no reason to even be mad at me, bro. But the same day, he went off on 607 Unc on Instagram for no reason. He went off on Whack 100 on Instagram for no reason. Went off on Adam 22 on Instagram for no reason. So I don't know if he needs, maybe he needs some medication. Like I'm not really sure exactly what he has going on, bro. Like
mental illness is a crisis in our country right now.
It might very well be that be his situation. But look, bro, I got no reason to really be mad at King Pill. He don't got no real reason to be mad at me. I've done nothing but try to help the dude. I didn't have to with him again.
No, sir.
Because we had a pretty bad falling out over the summer.
For sure.
I could have, a lot of people wouldn't have gave him another interview. I said, he reached out to me. I was like, you know what, bro, let's do it.
We're gonna let bygones be bygones. We gonna work.
There, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we worked, and he was starting to move again.
Yeah.
He was getting booked for boxing matches. Adam 22 took him back, so he was starting to have a little bit of motion again, starting to move again. And then he goes and blows it. So I don't understand it. I can't figure it out, bro.
You know what we call this? We call it a stupid man with a stupid plan. For them Greg.
Man.
One more question. No. Now, what happened with Evil Tjay?
What did happen, man? You know, he just. Man, let me see, man. Okay, look. Evil Tjay, there was a few things, but I'll tell you one. He texted me saying that he had $500 for Whack 100's number. I just ignored him. I was like, bro, I'm not about to be giving nobody's number out, bro. Like,
For sure.
I'm not doing it. But somebody took the money because the next day he sent me, Adam, and Whack a text message. And I think we all ignored him, or I don't remember exactly how it went, but he was talking shit. He ended up, because none of us really, he had already kind of did some things that were like kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like bro, like I'm trying to tell him like how to get on. Like, bro, this is what you should do. And then he keeps just like he's not listening. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't have any more ideas, bro. These are the ideas that I have that you can get on. And it just seemed like it just really wasn't a good fit, But it's not really that serious with Evil Tjay, But I believe he was talking shit about me, Adam, and Whack in that 3-way conversation.
So
I think Adam ended up blocking him.
So he paid people for y'all number, then hit y'all up talking crazy to y'all.
Well, no, he had my number.
Okay.
After the interview, we did an interview.
Did the views do good?
I don't think so. I mean, let me check, bro.
All right. Folks out his mind. Niggas is crazy, Huncho. Niggas crazy, bro. I be telling people, etiquette is everything, bro. Etiquette is the key to this shit, bro. If you want to get access,
he did 1,700 views.
On how long of an interview?
I don't know, 45 minutes or an hour or something.
So 45 minutes, under 2K views.
Yeah.
How long ago?
He did pretty good on Unc's channel though.
Unc say he banned from his career. He say he can't go over there no more.
Yeah, okay, so he rubbing 607 Unc wrong too, bro. He rubbed people the wrong way, bro. He do a bunch of, he do weird shit to make you like, man, I don't want to deal with this shit. And because when I first met him, I was like, yo, this guy, he got some talent.
He got talent, bro. He cold. He just a moron. Listen, bro, you got to watch dudes who make moron moves back to back to back. They usually surround themselves with all girls. You see what I'm saying? When you surround yourself with your brothers, like I'm over with Marco, Ro, Ray Huncho, they gonna say, hey, BH, your ass tweaking, boy. I don't know what's wrong with you today, but you gotta knock this shit out. Even Cameron say, BH, look, bro, you're my guy. Well, you're getting out of control. That's the value of surrounding yourself with your peers. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, man, bro, Cam, the easiest to get along with, bro. You feel me? You can't get along, he can't get along with nobody. Marco bouncing ass, fold down. Stripper folks. So, man, I got this podcast lined up for you, man. I got some shit finna go down. I got you lined up. It's finna go up. He one of the people on it. He one of the people on it. So after we wrap this up, I'm gonna have him come on here and y'all holler. If you approve it, then he get a slot.
If you want to interview him and do it on your solo type of thing, I'm all good with it.
I was gonna have him be one of the panelists on the show.
I mean, like a permanent guy? I mean, shit, try it out. See if it works.
Say less. I'm on it.
Yeah. Okay, now, I got some things I got to get off my chest about Adam 22, bro.
Let's go!
So I this all started, okay, I started putting, like, my clips out the night before for my members, right?
Right.
Now, Adam been stealing shit or taking things from me, like lying about people that he, found or helped blow up. He been lying, bro. For a long ass time, I ain't said nothing, bro. I finally I got tired of it, bro. The first day, that I actually started promoting this. The first day, bro.
Yeah.
The first day I started promoting this, the next day, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna start doing members only for our live streams now for the day before, and it won't come out till the next day." I was like, bro, and you know what? I don't even care that he takes the idea. It's the fact that he ain't gonna give nobody their credit. He gonna make it seem like this was his idea, and then he tried to say, I did this like 3 or 4 years ago, which that's a lie.
That's a lie.
Because the button that switches it from members only to public, where you can actually set it, has only been around like 2 years.
Okay.
So when he says he was doing this 3 or 4 years ago, bro, he lying, bro. Like everything he said in that little video about me, damn near everything was a lie.
But remember, he stole your post questions that you posted, and then asked me the questions in the interview. When I asked you, I said, "Man, I think I should do the interview with Adam." Let me see. Now, honestly, bro, I think it'll do good. You never hated it. You blessed it, and I went and did it, and he stole your exact questions. And then act like he didn't. Then the man was just on there with Unc. He said, yeah, so Unc said, yeah, Big Homie CC, he my most viewed person. He said, yeah, but he's not really famous like that. So Unc was like, dude, are you crazy? Big Homie is famous as shit. But you gotta understand something. He is still upset about how the interactions took place between his team and my team. Like, none of them ever really forgave me for how we was handling them, because we stand on real business, folk on the gas. Whenever my name get mentioned, them real boys come outside. And they had to see that. So you getting blamed for all of that too.
Man, Adam been hating on me so long, bro. Look, there was this clip. This was when because I was the first person to give Little Reese like his first real interview. Not his first interview,
sure.
but his first in-depth. You know, he got shot in the neck.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like his first real interview. And I remember seeing a clip where it came up in one of his interviews, and he was like, Little Reese did his first interview with Cam Capone. Like, bro, like you could hear the hate in his voice, bro. It was crazy, bro. I still got the clip. I got the clip saved on my computer, bro.
Okay,
I might put it on
reference points. I just don't understand why dude gotta be a hater so much. Cam, you be on some cool shit.
Bro, I never hated on him, bro. You know, bro, I done heard so much shit. I done heard so much shit about this dude talking shit about me. You know, telling people that I'm shady and they shouldn't do business with me. Like, bro, this dude been trying to blackball me, dog. Bro, the shit that I've heard behind the scenes about this dude trying to blackball me is crazy, bro. And I don't know why, bro, because bro, if it wasn't for me, bro, he wouldn't probably even have No Jumper, dog. All of his hosts, I interviewed first.
For sure.
All Munchie B, Spody Face,
for sure.
Aunt Hefe, bro, I done helped his business so much. Bro,
how do you feel about the
bro.
narrative that No Jumper turns people into stars?
Who?
That's what I'm saying.
Who'd he turn into a star, bro? Look, Adam ain't had a good idea since Crip Mac. That was the last good idea, and that was like 4 or 5 years ago, bro. Look, bro. Let me break this down because a lot of people are confused, bro. Okay.
We gotta break it down.
I gotta break it down, bro. 4 Extra. Let's start with 4 Extra, bro. Me and 4 Extra did 3 interviews. 3 viral interviews before he went to No Jumper, but yet Adam seems to somehow think that he discovered 4 Extra, bro.
I would rather do it with Cam because Cam gonna do the things, Cam gonna get it out there, and Cam gonna do it nice, and I fuck with Cam. I said I fuck with him too, cause I done did a lot of shows with you before. You get what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I did shows with you before No Jumpers, I believe.
I think we did 3.
Before No Jumpers.
We did the Hood Vlog.
The Hood Vlog, yeah, way before No Jumpers. So I'm like, yeah, bro. I fuck with Kim. I've been talking to Kim. When I be in jail, I talk to you. So I'm like, yeah, bro. So I'm like, yeah, we can do that.
Crazy
word.
Crazy, bro. Brick Baby. Okay.
First time I seen him was on your shit.
He interviewed him first, but 2 years before me. So he didn't see Brick Baby's talent. Okay, because who waits 2 years to bring somebody back that you see the talent? How fast did we do our second interview?
Fast.
Within a few weeks?
Fast.
All right, Brick Baby, glad to have you back.
Cam, what it do?
Man.
What it do, ski?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, that's where it started at, brother.
This is it for sure, man. We definitely had some classic interviews in the past, man. That's a fact.
Guaranteed.
Fast, bro.
And you don't think it's suspicious that he didn't ask me none of the questions that made me do 1 million plus on your channel. I get to his channel. He steal your questions off your community post and ask me them.
Adam don't know what to do with people, bro. He follows my blueprint. That's why he didn't bring Brick Baby back, because he needed me to show him the blueprint of how to work with Brick Baby. We had 3 viral interviews.
Right.
We were so viral, we made it to ESPN.
Oh
Me
God.
and Brick Baby.
Real spill.
Yep. Remember when that NBA dude was banging 60s or,
Yes,
or
sir.
neighborhood or something?
Yes, sir.
Bro, and Brick Baby responded to it. They talked about that shit on ESPN, bro. So this dude, he gotta follow my blueprint before he knows what to do. He ain't got no ideas of his own, dog. And even when it comes to Crip Mac, bro, me and Crip Mac, I was right there, right after No Jumper.
Oh God.
Me and Crip Mac were doing millions of views, but he'll never give me credit, and that's fine. I don't care. But I was right there doing millions of views with Crip Mac, right there, right after No Jumper 2, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? He be trying to say that, bro. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then, 607 Unc, he had a little buzz going.
Yeah.
But when me and him, he was on No Jumper first.
And it went
right?
to...
He didn't do nothing on No Jumper. Nothing, bro. Me and him start working. What happened, bro? Blows up, bro. He like I said, I'm not gonna take it away from 607 Unc because he had a buzz going.
Yeah.
He was doing some numbers, bro.
For sure.
But when me and him started working, his numbers went through the roof, bro.
Worldwide hustle.
And then you know what I heard, bro? That he signed 607 Unc and wanted to pay him a whole bunch of money just to get 607 Unc away from me.
That's true. I confirm that.
Just so I wouldn't be able. That was his initial plan when me and 607 Unc had a lot of motion and we was doing a whole bunch of interviews. He wanted to just wanted to just with me, bro. He wanted to do like Gucci Mane did to Yo Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Like he just wanted to he wanted to do everything I do, bro. This dude he's like obsessed with me. It's like he like a
obsession is real.
Like a crazy ex-girlfriend, bro. Like worse. Bro, like this, he worse than a female, dog.
He is,
like,
bro.
This dude crazy.
He had me blocked for forever. He followed me back randomly a few weeks ago. And I'm like, dude, why is you even following me back? You know what I'm saying? I'll never go on this platform because one time him and Unc had put out money for me to go on there. I just took the money and told them, fuck them. On my soul. Yeah, I did. What do I look like, bro?
Damn.
What do I look like? A smoothie? Stop it, boy. It's the Gordini, the big fella. Stop playing with, I'm out here with real, stop it, man. And at the end of the day, Kim, it go back to what I said, bro, like, champions in industry, bro, I always tell people, like, never tell your business ideas to people because somebody with more money will steal it.
Or in this case, bigger platforms.
Bigger platforms and will steal it. Bro, he literally stole all your questions verbatim.
That was crazy, bro.
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that.
And then had the nerve to deny it.
So, oh, no, I don't watch Cam Capone's community posts. Stupid, man. I'll never forget.
Come on, bro.
We going through the questions. I was like, man, I feel like I heard these questions already today. Dude, I was like, yeah, Adam asked us this. He was like, he stole my questions from the community post. And we ran an interview back, each question verbatim.
It would have been a much more honorable if he would have just said, hell yeah, I stole them.
No.
Shit, them was some good ass questions.
Some questions
you know?
was fire. Questions was fire.
Man, come on, man.
Like I
Yeah.
said, bro, you the best at this when it comes to just journalistic perspective, bro. Like you the best at this. Like if you wasn't, the body of work wouldn't add up to prove that, but it does.
Thank you, man.
For
Thank
sure,
you.
For sure,
I
bro.
wanted to add a couple of this too, man. You know, Adam, you know, this back to Adam not being able to see talent. He even said, he was like, I didn't see it in 607 Unc.
Crazy. That's crazy.
He didn't know what was going on with 607 Unc. Even Orlando Brown, he interviewed Orlando Brown before me. It was a boring ass interview. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was when I started interviewing Orlando, like I was like, I had the vision.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I know exactly what type of questions to ask Orlando Brown, bro.
How does
to
this make you
shit go
feel
crazy.
though? Like as somebody who put in the work to build such a platform, somebody to put in so much work behind the scenes, like how does this make you feel? Because it's not like you don't have a studio or people coming there filming daily. You feel me? Like you was keeping this shit strictly interview style. You feel me? Like how does this make you feel? Like what's your real thought processes on this and how you responding from now on?
Oh, I'm on people's ass, bro. I'm not, I've been quiet. I ain't said nothing, bro. Even all the times where he was like trying to take credit for blowing up Brick Baby, and I'm just sitting there like, bro, this dude's on crack.
He blow everybody
You know
up right to jail. Bro, great.
You know, I was just like staying quiet, but man, I'm not gonna stay quiet no more, man.
No, Cam, I'm right behind you though. Let's get wild then. We get wild.
People
Let's
gotta
get
know.
wild. Insane. Free dude.
Yo.
So that means he's watching your platform to scout talent.
That's the thing, bro. Like Adam didn't give him an interview, but he was on No Jumper.
Interesting. That studio done yet?
Not yet. I had to stop. I had to get some other shit done first, man.
Understood.
I'm kind of frustrated about it, but you know, I had some life type of situations come up that has just kind of derailed my business, and it's kind of you know, been frustrating. But I'm hoping within the next, hopefully, bro, in the next couple weeks, I'll have everything done. Hold on. I got a couple more things that I got to touch on with this Adam thing, bro.
I bet. Let's get it.
Adam always wanted to bring up numbers, but he always does like a false comparison. You know what I'm saying? Like
he'll be buying views and comments.
He definitely admitted to having fake views on his channel in the Say Cheese interview he did. Or not Say Cheese, with the interview he did with Sean Cotton, bro. He for sure admitted to having fake views on his shit, bro. But, you know, Adam got like 3.5 million more subscribers, right?
Yup.
Than me. There should never be a situation where I do more views than him. It should never happen. But there's plenty. Orlando Brown. My best Orlando Brown interview is like over 2. Mine and yours best interview kills his interview with you.
Sure.
My Trenches News interview.
Yo, Trenches
kills
News
his
interview was fire. News. Fire.
My Baby Stone Gorilla's interview kills his. My best 607 Unc interview kills his.
Then you got me as then you do joint interviews. Remember we had the conversations like, you know what, maybe I got to get better at doing joint interviews. And you did.
Right, I seen that was the direction that things were going because, you know, you kind of could just only do so much when it's just one person.
100%.
You know, this is how much of a goofy Adam is, bro.
All right, let's get it.
When he's talking about me, right, he goes to my YouTube channel and he's pointing out people that he says he interviewed first, which he lied. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed Spider Loc back in 2018, but that wasn't the point. He's trying to point out people he interviewed first while he's literally sitting next to 3 people that I interviewed first. Okay, Munchie B, Spotty Face, and Hefe. I interviewed those dudes way before No Jumper, dog. And I mean, bro, I was like, bro, how are you gonna sit there and talk about people you interviewed first while sitting next to 3 people that I interviewed?
You damn near gonna have to be on the first episode of this new podcast because these things gotta be addressed. Because
if me and Adam ever sit down, bro,
no. I'm
it's
saying
gonna be a yelling match.
hey, I bet you won't nobody raise their voice at you sitting right there on bro grave.
It would be wild.
Hey, they know who the boogeyman is, bro. This shit ain't no secret, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I'm rocking with you, man, because this shit have to happen, bro. Because I'm like, damn, bro, why you even saying my name, dude? Like, you had blocked me talking about some, but we caught him walking his dog with his gay best friend. Who kind of man have a gay best friend? You got a wife.
How you got the nerve to say that you're not that famous, bro? You're one of the top like underground like hip hop personalities, bro. You're up there with like Charleston Whites and the Whack 100s and you know what I'm saying? Guys like that, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like obviously you got the Fat Joes, the rappers, the dude who, who been famous for a long time. I mean, their numbers are crazy, bro. But as far as like, like the underground dudes, like, bro, you up there, bro. Definitely, man.
For sure.
Like
bro.
that's for him to not recognize that, bro, and to say that, bro, that's nuts, bro.
It's
like cause
who I stand with. You feel me? Bro, that just goes to show a level of diabolical hate, bro. And motherfuckers be lying, buying views, all kind of shit. And they still not with us. And it's only gonna get worse for them. It's up now.
Have you noticed that like nobody really wants to be on No Jumper no more? You remember Adam was like the Joe Rogan of hip hop?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, he used to get guests that Vlad couldn't get.
For sure.
He used to get like
He
big
did.
names, bro.
He did.
Everybody with him, bro. Now, when was the last time you seen like a big artist, like a notable rap artist, like on there, bro? Like
man,
I can't
Jack
even
5
remember.
won't even go on this platform. He said he gonna come fuck with you.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't want to go over there.
It's over with. We gotta put our foot on the gas. We standing on next the whole year. I'm only staying in the country for one more month. So whatever you want me to do, we can get done.
Okay, the baby now is going viral. Now I don't know if that's his cousin. Somebody was saying it was his cousin that gave him the painting, but either way,
that was Charleston White cousin.
Charleston White's cousin. Okay, Charleston White's cousin tried to give the baby a painting of his kids, and he just ignored him, kept walking. The dude put it on the internet, and the baby flipped. And, the baby was like, you need to take that down, or it's going to be a problem.
How can you fault a man?
I believe the baby. If the baby says it's going to be a problem, I believe it's going to be a problem.
He said, my kids is not like Blue Ivy and them. They not in the spotlight. I don't want them in the spotlight. I don't want no grown man making pictures of my children. You got to respect that. If you don't respect that, now you're showing a sense of entitlement to a man who don't owe you nothing. Honestly, I think this shit was all a play.
You think it was all a play?
I think it was all a play so certain people can get what they doing right now.
It could be a play.
Look at the baby, bro. His history of playing is very, very slim. He ain't even posted his own kids.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. How do they even know what his kids look like?
Invasion of privacy. You went on the baby mama page. That ain't right. You gotta respect that if a man don't want it. We protect women and kids over here, and I stand on that. I would not want my children's faces on the internet. Let me tell you this, right? I used to date a Muslim girl. She's from Iraq years ago. Her father didn't allow none of his, he got 6 daughters. He wouldn't allow none of their daughters to have social media because in that community, they fear people making fake revenge porn of their daughters and using it against them. So you can't fault that man. You can't respect a man which is about his kids. Is everything content? Shit was a play. And look who they doing it. Then they doing it against somebody who have a history of literally violence. Definitely a play.
Another thing that came out is the baby did an interview, and he was saying he used to make $500K a show before he got canceled. You remember when he got canceled a few years back?
Yeah.
When the rainbow community got really mad at him?
And now he on there posting guys twerking.
Now he says he only makes $30,000 a show.
And when I came out and told everybody that the whole industry is Zest monsters, I said I was lying. Now we see the gay mafia is real, bro. Grave. They take the case forcefully. You let them do it on bro. Grave. This shit facts. Guard your cakes. It's a Zest apocalypse.
I want to show you this clip right here,
All
and I
right.
want to get your take on it.
All right.
I don't know if you've seen it or not.
Let me check it out. It's a Zest apocalypse out here, boy. They get mad at you for being straight. That shit crazy. Look at dude from the Bulls. He out there preaching. Wretched is the pure in heart, so they will see God.
Can you see that right there where it says Megan Fox?
I see it.
Okay.
The fuck? That's a concern.
So this is her talking about people hating on her for drinking MGK's blood.
Oh, bro, this the Vampire Coalition. They do shit like this. I was telling niggas years ago. When you see them with the little blood necklaces, they all dressing like vampires. They ain't doing that shit for no reason. Look at that dude David from Interscope. He was sleeping in a casket at his crib. His girlfriend show up dead, he never get arrested. But he a suspect. Who am I? What do I know? Hey, Cam. We living in an age where if you like girls and protect them, they will say you're Captain Save-A-Ho, right? Those same guys will be shaking their tail feather in a studio full of men. And that ain't spooky to nobody.
Man.
Fold now.
Man.
See, this is why you gotta protect females. The man, this dude right here, walking around with the hot sausage, folks. He out here with the hot wiener. And nobody get no fuck. He out here burning motherfuckers and everything. He got money, so it's cool. Get the fuck out of here, boy. We rolling your ass. That's why my sister don't play none of this shit. I'm finna get mad.
So what I just showed you was a clip of NBA Youngboy speaking on his 70 million tour and compares his age and career to Jay-Z at 31, where Jay-Z was worth 40 million. So he's kind of saying he's ahead of the game. He's ahead of Jay-Z at this time in his career.
Yeah, that's not his net worth. That's his tour earnings. That's, oh man. We gotta get some financial literacy going right now. Bro, that's his tour. And then, bro, that man got a presidential pardon. And nobody think that's a spin. You think Trump playing Youngboy right now? No, Sweet Home Alabama all night, G. See what I'm saying? Look, man, Cam, I love you. I'm out of here, man. I'm finna start getting mad, man. Cause, bro, first time I made $1 million, let me chill. I got sued by Chicago Bears because I ran off. Big fella, you in shape? Shit, what y'all talking about? I'm in the trap house when they called me with this shit. They sit there wire. I showed up to camp, 40 pounds overweight, conditioning test. I just got paid already. I'll catch y'all. Then they sued me, G. I'll show y'all the paperwork on the guy.
So I wanted to get your take on this, man, before we get out of here.
Hold on.
Boosie was calling out Kodak Black for going to PC, and it created a big old conversation around hip hop about should dudes be going to PC. And then I think it was Young Thug that said going to PC is like hiring security.
Kodak Black said in the interview he's trying to fall back in love with Percocets and lean. So you trying to be in general population with all serial killers going through withdrawal and you a millionaire? No! This is why, bro, you can't mix eras, bro. When my team pop out, I put the older guys in one car, the younger guys in another one, and I put the girls in another car. For these exact reasons. Bro, look at Kodak. Every time they see him, they want to give him an intervention. Where do you get the best drugs in jail? PC. Boosie was fighting, 9 murders, man? And then what? His baby mama was sneaking lean and drugs into jail for him and got him more time and got her locked up. Us as a community got to stop looking to people like this for guidance and knowledge. Because come on, man. What are we doing now?
Man, I hear that, man. Yo, did you see the news about Spot 'em Got 'em getting removed off the prison yard by the Bloods?
Yes, because in the real world, if you are on paperwork telling, you cannot be in general pop. But when the hip hop rules go into the prison system, if you in your city and state where you got the clout, it's gonna work fine. Soon as you get transferred out, belt to ass, get your dumb ass out of here. What are you talking about? You can't be over here with us, boy. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Selective politicking, mixing errors, mixing homies. This is the result of that.
You think there's a lot of selective politicking going on, especially when it comes to like famous people?
100%. Because I've been telling you about Offset for years, right? Because he who he is. He not Cardi B husband no more. Because boss bitch's wife is real. See what I'm saying? And now, everybody coming out saying who we owe. Everybody know what's going on now. So now that everybody know what's going on, Atlanta is under a microscope because they didn't just let everybody tell and all kind of shit. And Gunna wasn't involved in shit. They was all calling him a rat. And then everybody called him a rat voluntarily in the police station. Asking for cops, let me get your number. What the? Bro, my Uncle Cowboy got his hands broken in the county for being insane.
What do you mean got his hands broken?
Bro, when you insane, bro, you go against everybody. That means you can't be on count. So if you go in the county jail in Chicago claiming insane, for you to be on count, you gotta be GD, BD, or you Neutron. Bro, my family tree is monsters. Cowboy off 79 got his hands broken in the county jail for being insane. Bro, this gangster shit come with pain. Ain't nobody trying to go through that shit. And oppression. Ain't nobody trying to keep going through that shit. Especially if you a fucking drug addict. You trying to fight several, you fight withdrawals, throwing up, shaking. And you already, 160 pounds? Stop it, man.
Yeah, Spot 'em Got 'em, man. He would
He
look
135.
Like he would have a lot of problems in prison, bro. Especially
He got
if
famous doing this little goofy ass dance. Man, stop. All right.
He'd have to go out there and do a lot of working out, man.
They moved his ass right up off.
Skinny.
They moved his ass right up off the yard. Get your goof ass out of here. Hey, you gotta start a label, Kim. We gotta start signing real talent. Cause they signing the game going back to talent now. The gimmick shit over with.
I hope so, man. Hip hop has definitely took a hit with all the people going to prison, getting killed. Bro, all the top artists from all the biggest regions got killed, bro. Draco the Ruler, King Von, Duck, bro. Pop Smoke out of New York. All these guys were superstars in the making. Mo 3, Houston, bro. That dude was out of here. He was already doing millions and hundreds of millions of views.
Because they tell rappers you soft for hiring the security. They tell rappers, if you can't buy it in cash, don't buy it. Well, everybody else financing these fancy cars, they going cash broke. So now they can't pay for lawyers and shit.
Man, if you are on the internet and you're a rapper, bro, and you got real beef, you got to have a bulletproof car, bro. There's no other way around it, bro. If you got real smoke where dudes are trying to kill you, bulletproof car, bro.
My mom is a career school teacher.
You got to get off the internet if you're not going to have a bulletproof car, bro.
My mom, a career school teacher, and she said this. She said, son, common sense is not common.
Man, that's so real, bro.
That's real, Cam. That's real fact.
Man,
I think we got another one right here.
Man, I do too, man. Well, BH, man, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Like always, bro, dope content, man. I'm looking forward to what you got coming up with your interviews and everything. And shit, let's just keep it, giving it to him, man.
Like he told me, man, foot on the gas, BH, don't stop. I ain't gonna stop.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.